is it?
Angel Raphael, I have a question about forgiveness. What can we do when you have somebody that's hurt you and you want to forgive? What suggestions?
Oh, forgiveness is so important. For it is a releasing of energy. For it is that when you hold hatred and pain and sorrow in your heart, you carry something around with you very heavy. And that heaviness is sort of like driving a big dump truck full of garbage. And as you drive, it is hard to get around, for there is a lot of weight behind you. And getting up hills or getting momentum or to do something is more difficult. And so it is that you ask, how do I forgive and just to release the energy of something that has come upon and hurt me? And it is really about just opening that dump truck and allowing all of the garbage to fall out. But you don't want it to just fall out all over the place onto everyone else and onto the road, in which it will cause difficulty. For that is when you release your garbage by just being angry, or releasing it to those who necessarily are just driving along and say, hey, what's all this garbage being thrown at me? And so it is that you must find the proper place to dispense of it. And you must dispense of it with an energy that is of love, so that it can disintegrate and it can reunite itself with the earth and be released. And so there are so many aspects to forgiveness. For often people say, well, I must just forgive and let go. And that is true. However, it does not mean that in forgiveness that you need to be in exchange with the energy of the person in which caused you harm. For you can forgive from afar, and you can release the energy. And if the energy within the other is released, then you can come into union and begin anew. Or if the energy within the other cannot be released, you then are released of it and can move forward. And so it is in recognizing that those in which you feel as though have hurt you and brought pain upon you are really giving you an enormous gift, for they are showing something to you in which you need to really look at and open and examine and love. And so whatever is being reflected to you from another that is disruptive or in discord or disharmony can be healed by looking at what it is in them that is also residing within you. And it is in reflecting that which is within you and forgiving that aspect of who you are that allows true forgiveness to occur. For it is that you and the other truly are the same and one. And although one may seem to be that of what would appear the victim, while the other is causing something, you are in an agreement to do this in order to awaken and to grow. And so it can be difficult when that is being done unto another is so horrific. For you say, well, why would another certainly agree or allow that to occur? And it is through allowing it to occur that you can recognize your part in what it is. But it is that in the process of forgiving it, whatever it may be, you are not just forgiving that aspect of what it is for you, but for all of humanity. And so forgiveness is one of the great three keys of releasing and moving into a state of knowingness of who you are, in a sense of what you would think of as enlightenment or ascension or connectedness. For it is that when you carry upon your back something of another who has hurt you, you hurt yourself. And so it is that it is loving who you are and feeling worthy enough to recognize that in which is being reflected toward you, to love it enough to release it, and to then step forward, so that your process in what it is you are doing is in expansion, for you are expanding your energy. For when you are in a state of grudge or hate or betrayal or feeling so hurt, you are in retraction or compression. And it is that the universe wants you to expand with it as it is infinitely expanding. And so in order to expand, you must let go of the garbage. But in order to do so, you must find a safe place to put it, a place in which it is not left for others to drive through or be picked up upon or entered into their energy. And so it is in going to a safe place within your stillness and looking at it and looking at that garbage and looking at how it has affected you and all those around you, and then releasing it into a safe place in which it can disintegrate and know that it is taken care of there, and stepping away from it will release you. For it is that when you need to forgive another and you are able to do so, it releases you into an energy that lifts you to a vibration in which you are able to create and bring forth into your reality that in which you are wanting to experience. For it is hatred and grudge and pain and sorrow that one holds deeply onto that keeps you rooted in the past and makes it difficult to move forward. And so ultimately, to forgive one is to forgive yourself.